It's the Seattle Mariners taking on the Baltimore Orioles. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi, and we're just about set to get this wild card series underway, Singy. Game one has outsized importance in a three-game set.
Yeah, Boog, it's a huge game. There's no doubt about it. Guys are always talking about setting the tone in game one of a series. Well, in a three-game series, that might be the only tone that gets set. So this is no ordinary series opener.
First pitch coming at you right after the break. Just about ready to go. And today's starting pitcher, Trevor Rogers. What do you look for here?
Great sinker. Although it's not his primary pitch, it's really a pitch that he can go to, misses the barrel of the bat, gets ground balls, and lets the defense work behind him.
And stepping in for the Mariners, Randy Arozarena.
Randy Arozarena.
Fouled off left side. Next offering in there for a strike. 0-2.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Caught and missed. Struck him out. And there's one down.
Stood absolutely no chance on that slider right there. And I don't mean to laugh, but that's a tough one. I mean, pretty much a perfect strikeout pitch. I mean, it looks like a fastball middle in. Kind of has cutter action, and it just bunches you up to where you can't get your hands through and the barrel to it. And not much you can do unless you recognize the spin early and you spit on it.
Cal Raleigh stands in here, takes ball one low.
You know, Raleigh made history in 2023. He had a game with 2 home runs and 6 RBIs, becoming the first catcher in Mariners history to do that.
Nice grab to his knee, the throw, and that's a great play for the out.
Look at how he dives right there. He's able to pop up to both knees. Not enough time to get to his feet, but he threw a cannon across the diamond to get the runner.
Two outs, base is empty. And now it's Julio Rodriguez. Fastball in for a strike, and it's 0-1.
Speaking of dingers, he's the second fastest to 50 home runs in Seattle history. Only A-Rod needed fewer games.
Ground ball right side, and it goes just foul. And there's a ball. 2 outs, base is empty. That's down and in.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with a fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Mariners are down in order. Orioles due up in the first, no score. You're watching the American League Wild Card Series on the show. Back here with my pal Singy, and our pitcher in this game, Ryan Wu.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Jackson Holiday leading things off and takes the strike. Holiday measures 6 feet even, just 21 years old, a former first-round pick in 2022. On a line out towards center. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. And there's one away. All right, let's take a look at the Orioles lineup now. Saying we're looking at a young lineup here. Not much experience, but they're going to bring a lot of energy to the field.
Yeah, and that's just it, Boog. We expect this lineup to play hard no matter what. They are an exciting group to watch.
Here's the third baseman, Jordan Westberg. It's interesting he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. Robles sizes this one up, pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
Outstanding catch right there. I love the commitment that he showed. He knew that the wall was close, but was determined to make that catch, and a nice calculation of just how much room he had to try to minimize that contact.
Gunnar Henderson in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Not close with that one, and now it's even 1-1.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
That one finds the zone. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. Scoreless after 1. Game 1 of this wild card series. And now the first baseman, Josh Naylor.
He's got a nice, short, compact swing. Doesn't swing and miss a whole lot.
What about him playing another position on defense, one that would require a little more range?
Absolutely, and I think if push came to shove where they had to make a move during a game, it'd surprise a lot of people. You might even be able to put him in center field.
And another ball. Ed Drummond behind the plate calling balls and strikes. Maybe one of the most respected umpires around the league.
He's not the kind of umpire that you're likely to notice back there, and that can be a huge compliment, really. So if you're just kind of quietly doing your job, staying consistent with your calls, hitters, pitchers, managers, even fans, they're all going to appreciate you. Ed Drummond, he's that kind of umpire.
And he deals. And that one fouled off. Goes down looking. Hey, Eugenio Suarez up to hit down. And that misses. Ball 1. Legends really are cemented in the postseason. You think of David Ortiz heroics for the Red Sox, Derek Jeter as Mr. November, or Randy Johnson in the 2001 World Series, just to name a few.
Well, on that idea of postseason reputations, Boog, got to mention players like Carlton Fisk, Reggie Jackson, and Madison Bumgarner. We were doing that game. Those guys really shined in the toughest moments.
1 down, base is empty. Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. Stays alive. lands another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Yeah, there's no doubt, Boog. Electric stuff from the jump. I mean, there's just no messing around right now. It's still very early, but we could see a pretty impressive outing here if the strikeouts keep coming in the way they are. One thing you have to be aware of, though, is a high strikeout rate might impact the pitch count as the innings roll on.
Second inning here, no score. And that is out of play. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And he strikes out the side for the second time today. Nothing across here this half. Now to the bottom of the second. No score. And we're back. Bottom half of inning number 2. Here's Adley Rutschman.
All right, Boog. So I was scrolling through social media the other day, and a video of Adley popped up. It was a clip of him playing college football for Oregon State. How athletic is this guy? He tackled Stanford great Christian McCaffrey. Seriously, what can't Rutschman do on the field? Some real good life going through the zone on that one.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Goes down looking for the strikeout. That was pretty nasty.
Well, I think that's a case of overthinking right there. Got 3 straight fastballs looking in the 0-2 count just to pour it back.
And into the box for Baltimore, Dylan Beavers. 0-1. One out, base is empty. Swing and a drive, deep right field. That's back there. Gone into the flagpole. He flexes his power with that swing, and they jump out front. It's 1-0.
He just sparked this home crowd in a big way. What a swing.
So 1 out, nobody on. So next to hit for Baltimore, Colton Cowser. And that one missing low. One out, base is empty, and a run in here in game 1 of the wild card series. That's a strike across the top of the zone.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Foul ball. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Batting 7.
2 down, base is empty. And next for the Orioles, Samuel Basallo. In there at the knees, it's 0-1.
0-1.
Two outs. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Got him swinging. One scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's now a 1-0 ball game. All set for the start of the inning. Now it's the DH, Dominic Canzone. Rogers back to work. Outside low, and that's ball one. That one missed.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
In the air, left side. Carlson makes the grab, one down.
Batting it, the right fielder, number 10, Victor.
And now it's Victor Robles up to hit. This is a guy you got to keep an eye on when he digs in. Definitely been known to drop a drag bunt from time to time, and he's pretty good at it, Chris.
Yeah, and he creates a sense of urgency for the defense because of the speed, because of the ability to put down that bunt.
Just off the inside edge. Now you see even sluggers from time to time try and use the bunt really as a way to beat the shift. One down, base is empty. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. And he takes a strike.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Way inside, gets out of the way. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Oh, nothing too fancy on the strikeout pitch right there. Just a low 90s fastball, and I'm not sure he was trying to challenge him, but that's pretty much what happened. Very hittable location, but he found a way to just get it by him.
J.P. Crawford up next for the Mariners. Yeah, that's fouled off. And it's fouled away. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Two down, nobody on. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Rutschman on to first. That completes the strikeout, inning over. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And into the box for Baltimore, Kobe Mayo. Right through there for a strike. Just missed.
Inside.
A little bit low. Hit hard, should be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. And he's there with a leadoff double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. This is Dylan Carlson. That's in for a strike at 95, and it's 0-1. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in the last half of the third. In the air, left field, down the line, and it stays fair. Mayo rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score easily, and it's an RBI single, and they lead by 2.
Well done, drives in the run. Just a bloop hit behind third right there, and that's a really tough play for a third baseman or shortstop to get to, and the same for the left fielder. So he just found a perfect place to drop that one in right there.
Here's the Orioles leadoff hitter, Jackson Holliday. He's 0 for 1. Nobody out, runner at first. That's to third, to second for 1. And 2. What a play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Jordan Westberg digs in now. Flied to right his first time. Missed with a changeup, and that is ball 1. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Rodriguez brings it in for the third out. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now a 2-0 ball game. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's Randy Arozarena.
There's a good feel in the ballpark, and that's what you expect when the home side has the lead in game 1. This energy is going to keep building with every out.
That's outside,
That's a ball.
and that's ball 1. Arozarena in his 5th season, 30 years old now, and he's a former Rookie of the Year. Fastball for a strike. Strike 2. Laced down the line. This looks like extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. And he'll pull into second safely.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Now here's the switch hitting power threat, Cal Raleigh. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. That's a ball. Tried the sweeper. Next offering is downstairs. And that drops in for a strike. So runner in scoring position, and now the tying run comes to the plate here in game 1 of the wild card series. And ball 4 to aboard.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
First and second, no outs. Julio Rodriguez will hit next. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Here's your 1.
1-1.
Rosarena at second. Raleigh at first with no outs. And this is inside.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Fought off foul. Tying run is at first. Top half of inning number 4.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Rosarena flies around third. Throw is offline, and he scores. And now they trail by 1. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
And now it's Josh Naylor. He was a strikeout victim his first time. That's in for a strike. Just missed. No outs. Runners at first and second. And a count 1-2. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Headed for the plate. Here comes the throw. It's offline, and he scores. We are tied at 2.
Back-to-back base hits. Everyone's trying to elevate the ball in today's game, but if you can hit a ball that hard on the ground, it's going to find some holes.
Go-ahead run on base. And up next for Seattle, Eugenio Suarez. His first at-bat was a strikeout. And that's way high. And it's 1-0. First and second here, no outs. Swing and a foul out of play. Not even close there. And it's 2-1. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Well, just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
The next offering misses. Full count now.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That'll load the bases.
Now that sets up a really big at bat in this game. These are the moments when everyone in the stadium gets really locked in.
So bases all loaded up. The batter now, Jorge Polanco. Golden opportunity right here. There's the strike.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Bases juiced, no outs. Ripped on a line to center. Gone! Grand slam! Oh my! And they take the lead. It's 6-2. The brighter the lights, the more he shines.
Yeah, this guy lives for big moments, and right there made a statement big time. One big swing, and that turns the tables on this one. And when you come to the plate with the bases loaded and you've got some pop, you know it's hard not to think about the chance to hit a grand slam. And that can be a trap sometimes, but not right here. He sees the opportunity, put a great swing on it, and now they're working with the lead.
Brandon Hyde out of the dugout now, and he's ready to make a move to the bullpen. That'll be it for Trevor Rogers, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this.
Now pitching.
Righty reliever out of the pen, Tyler Wells.
Number 68.
Well, they didn't get much length out of their starter in this one, so they've got a lot of outs to eat up in that bullpen. I think they'll look for some length out of him right here if they can get it.
Dominic Canzone, the next to hit. Fly to left his first time. That one close, ruled a ball. Ball one. Chris, you played here in 2002. What are the memories that stand out as to being a member of the Baltimore Orioles?
For me, it was just pulling into the parking lot and having those that were there with an encouraging smile or a pat on the back, regardless of how things were going. It made it a lot easier to come to the ballpark, whether you were doing well or you were struggling. And then the way that they treated your family. I mean, this is a great place to play, and I'd say it's got to be one of the top places in all of baseball.
And you had a cameo in the movie Moneyball as an Orioles player in a highlight clip. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Rutschman puts it away, and there's one down.
The right fielder, number 10, Victor Robles.
Here's Victor Robles. Struck out swinging his first time. Just missed.
Ball one, no strike.
Next offering is in for a strike. Breaking ball misses down and away. Still only one out here in the inning. That misses the zone. They're now 3-1. That one ripped, but foul. Swinging at ball 4. That was off the outside edge. And now for Seattle, J.P. Crawford. 0 for 1 so far.
Crawford.
Strike one.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
Foul ball, still 0-2. 2 outs. Ground ball left side. The throw to first. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring. So it's a grand slam for Seattle. Now a 6-2 ball game. Back here in Baltimore. And now the shortstop, Gunnar Henderson.
The shortstop, Gunnar Henderson.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. And that one ripped to left. Arozarena makes the grab, 1 away.
Man, he smoked that fastball. He's all over it. It's just frustrating when you can't get it to fall. Maybe next time up he'll find a hole.
So now the Orioles cleanup hitter, Adley Rutschman, went down on strikes his first time through. Pitch misses. 1-0. The Orioles down by 4. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Slapped foul. One down, base is empty. This to third. Suarez throws to first. Rutschman retired.
The right fielder, number 12,
Dylan Beavers getting ready to hit. He's already homered in this game. Swings through that one for strike 1.
Something I'm noticing in this one is that these hitters are aggressive early in the count. It makes you wonder if that was talked about in the hitters meeting before this game started.
2 down, nobody on. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
And a swing and a miss. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. Nothing doing this time around for the O's. They still trail it here. It's 6-2. Game 1 of this wild card series. Here's the Mariners leadoff man, Randy Arozarena. Top of the zone for a called strike.
Well, these Mariners putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
Henderson over to first in time. They get the out on Arozarena. Stepping in, the long ball threat, Cal Raleigh. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
That misses the zone. Ball 1. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. Hit hard, but foul off to the left. One down, base is empty. Struck him out looking. So digging in, Julio Rodriguez. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. Just missed.
He's so solid, calms the heart rate of the pitcher and the manager when the ball goes up in the air. You just automatically assume that it's an out every time it's hit in the air.
Check swing called strike. And that's strike 1.
There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial Gold Glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch him play, you would imagine that that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield.
This one in the air. Mayo makes the grab, and that's the inning. Mariners go down quietly there. They lead it 6-2. Colton Cowser now at the plate. Struck out swinging his first time. Yeah, some guys just have instincts, right? I mean, that's the way it goes. We talk about Larry Walker, the Hall of Famer, and his instinct on the bases, despite the fact that he didn't play a ton of baseball as a kid. And a swing and a miss. Remember, Mark Kotsay was a real good defensive outfielder. Good instincts, not great speed. Just off the outside edge, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, and I figured you would get Kotsay into this because you had a free dinner at his house the other night.
That is true. In the air, left field. Brings it in. One away.
Now batting, the designated hitter,
Samuel Vasallo, the next to hit for the Orioles. Struck out swinging his first time. And a strike. Chris, we were excited to watch him pitch. This is a little more along the lines of what we were expecting performance-wise.
Yeah, but great pitchers like this, you may get one opportunity in one inning to get to them, to get some runs up on the board. And if you don't take it then, you may see zeros the rest of the ball game.
The M's leading by 4. Last half of inning number 5. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Gets a piece and stays alive. Breaking ball misses down and away. Battling here as he fouls it away.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
That one misses, and the count's full. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Grinding AB right here, about to see pitch number 10. Cut on and lifted in the air. Robles. And puts the squeeze on that one. And there's 2 down.
Lefties can definitely be a little cold happy up there, especially with pitches that they see pretty well. That was a good example. He hooked an outside pitch, hit that ball in the air to right, just not with much authority.
Mayo stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. And that one wrapped foul. Next offering is down low.
1 ball, 2 strikes, the count.
And there's a ball.
2-2, the count.
2 outs. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Here's Josh Naylor. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power. Wells back to work. Fastball for a strike.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
Up the middle. Holiday on the run, sends it over to first. On the money, nice play.
Now batting, third baseman,
Eugenio Suarez up to the plate now. He is struck out, and he is walked.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely. Try to hit the ball out of the park. Do what he loves to do.
There's a strike. Singy, one of the things that's interesting is that guys really don't worry about swing and miss from an offensive standpoint anymore. So when you see somebody who contacts the ball like this, do you think of that as plus value?
Absolutely, if he's doing damage. Now, if he's rolling over and grounding out, then it's a different story. But, yeah, if he can put the ball in the gaps or over the fence, 100%.
Outside corner, got him looking.
Well, really nice job of finishing the hitter off right there. Glove side command, fastball firm to the outside corner. Tell you what, very difficult to do anything with that pitch, even if you do swing.
And stepping in for the Mariners, Jorge Polanco. His 4th inning grand slam looms large in this ball game, partner.
I'll say that was a special moment. Bases loaded. Everyone in the stadium anticipating something big. Would it happen or not? And I tell you what, that grand slam for any major leaguer, that's something to remember.
Fastball is outside.
Yeah, and the domino effect of that is running up pitch counts on pitchers and then either getting them to a place of fatigue or getting into the bullpen perhaps before you get to those higher leverage arms at the back end.
One of the things that Jim Leland used to say when I was broadcasting with the Marlins, the longer a plate appearance goes for a batter, the more likely it is that something good will happen for the hitter. 2 down, nobody on here in game 1 of the wild card series. And a 4-pitch walk.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
And that one fouled off. The 0-1. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. Polanco, the runner at first with 2 gone. Hard hit to third. They get the force, and that is the inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and a runner left. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. It's the Mariners 6 and the Orioles 2. And into the box for Baltimore, Dylan Carlson. RBI single his last time up.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect labeled over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
He swings and fouls one off.
You know, these Orioles, from what we've seen, I think it's fair to wonder if they've been too patient at the plate. Sometimes it's a good thing, but today they're continuing to fall behind in the count, and that's adding a ton of pressure to their offense.
Now this is in the air down the line, and that drops foul. Ball one there.
Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. The hitter has to understand, probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch, so got to stay ready for it.
And that's a little bit high. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. And a base hit up the middle. And the leadoff man aboard.
Now batting, second baseman.
Back to the top of the lineup, Jackson Holliday. The next to hit for the Orioles. 0 for 2 in this one.
Leadoff man on. It's time to play a little small ball. Get some base runners. Try to dig yourself out of the hole. Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
Next pitch is outside. And another ball.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if they'll walk you.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, now he's got 2 runners on after that walk, and things can get out of hand in a hurry in these situations, so he's going to have to find a way to get back into the strike zone.
Now it's going to be Jordan Westburg. And that is in for a strike. 0-1.
There it was, a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
Swing and a line drive, and that's a base hit into right field. Here's the throw to the plate. Safe! And the runner from second scores on the play. It's 6-3.
Everything came together for him. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
So runners at the corners, nobody out. Now it's the shortstop, Gunnar Henderson. And takes low for ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike. That's a ball.
Movement in the bullpen. Edward Bizzardo appears to be getting ready. And I'm sure he's feeling some nerves. This would be his major league debut. Brash getting loose as well. And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. Just missed.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
Well, in this situation with a runner on first, less than 2 outs, some say, hey, get the ground ball, double play with 2 strikes. Some people say get the strikeout. I think you just execute your pitch with the best pitch you possibly can and let the result be whatever it's going to be.
A Rosarena on his horse. Couldn't get to it before it dropped foul.
I want to start that load a little bit sooner because of the good velo.
With the tying run at the plate here in the bottom of the 6th. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
I'm not sure that was the exact location the pitcher wanted, but it worked. He got the swing and miss, and I'm sure a bit of sigh of relief after seeing that one go through the zone.
the Orioles catcher, Adley Rutschman. Right through there for a strike. And the 0-1. Hit on the ground to the right side. There's one. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. But they pick up one run on the RBI single, and they've doubled up now. It's 6-3. Number 50 comes on now.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And here is Victor Robles, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Just missed. And another ball.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
Well, he came right at him right there, challenged him with the 2-0 fastball. Not sure exactly what he was looking for, but got to imagine that's a confidence booster on the mound. You're in that hitter's head a little bit.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
And now, J.P. Crawford. Robles runs. Pitching for a strike. Throw to second, and great jump.
Well, he's got a cannon of an arm back there behind the dish. A good, accurate throw is just as important in controlling the running game. So maybe rushed his throw a little bit right there. Didn't finish it off. It was high, and I think that's what allowed the base runner to make it safely.
There's a swing and a drive. Back there. Pulls it in on the warning track. Runner tags at second, and he's in safely at third with one out.
Now batting, the left fielder, Randy Arozarena.
Now the left fielder, Randy Arozarena, 1 for 3.
Fly ball to the outfield for a sac fly. Soft ground ball to the right side. Find a hole. He can attack this a few ways, but the one thing he can't do is strike out.
He was late there, strike one.
When you throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
Bounce to the left side, but it kicks foul. One away with a runner at third here in the late stages of game one. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. That one well upstairs. Now 1-2. The other way. That's a base hit. Run scores.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. He really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach, his head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it.
Man at first with one gone. And up next for Seattle, Cal Raleigh. Arozarena dives back. That one misses. And that's ball one. And that drops in for a strike. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. And an excellent job keeping it right there.
Well, obviously that was nowhere near the strike zone by the time it got to the plate, and people at home watching are thinking, what's he swinging at? But I'll tell you, some of the break guys snap off these days. It's so tough to recognize where a pitch like that's going to end up.
Rodriguez, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike one. Rosarena on the move. Pitch misses. Throw to second. Save.
Well, with that kind of elite arm he has behind the plate, man, it's a pretty big deal when you can swipe it back against this dude. Maybe more than anything, it prevents teams from just testing him, thinking that they can even steal a base. But right here, they successfully moved that runner up to scoring position. Good job.
The 1-1. And a foul ball. Out to center. Cowser moving under it. Makes the grab. And that is that. So one run in the inning on this base hit. It's now 7-3.
Leading off for the Orioles, the right fielder, Dylan Beaver.
At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Well, he's back out there to begin the 7th. That surprised you at all, Chris?
Yeah, a little bit. It was a little rough 6th inning there, but his skipper's got a lot of confidence in him. But trust me, they will keep a close eye on how he does in this one.
See ya. Strikes him out for the 2nd time today.
Well, kind of a weird pitch and a weird swing on that strikeout. It was just a slider that caught a lot of the plate. I'd say a very hittable location. But in the box, I think he just gave up on it way too early. And by the time he realized it was dropping into the zone, he just fires off a really poor swing.
Cowser in the box again. Takes a strike.
0-1's the count.
The Orioles down by 4 here at the bottom of the 7th. Close one, doesn't get the call. 1-1.
Evidently not too impressed with that call, and it feels like he got squeezed on the outside corner, so he's making his case. You've got to be careful to pick your spots in terms of showing your frustration with the umpire, and he felt this was his time.
Almost got him.
2 strikes.
And it remains 2-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, I'm not really sure why he let that one go by. I mean, out of the hand, it had a lot of the strike zone. Sure, it had some good
arm side run at the end to move to the outside part of the plate. But with 2 strikes, you got to be ready to swing it there, and you can't leave it in the umpire's hands.
Next is the designated hitter, Samuel Basallo. Check swing, and he went strike 1.
0-1.
Out to short. Crawford throws to first in time. And the Orioles set down in order. Starting to run out of outs as they're unable to chip away. 8th inning coming up. It's the Mariners 7 and the Orioles 3.
Now pitching for
Number 86 taking over on the mound.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Josh Naylor digs in now.
The first baseman, number 12, Josh Naylor.
And that's downstairs and outside.
Counts 1-0.
Tap back to the mound. To first.
He's out.
1 up, 1 down.
Now batting, the third baseman, Eugenio Suarez.
Now the third baseman, Eugenio Suarez. A walk and a pair of strikeouts. In there for strike 1. Bases empty, 1 away here in game 1 of the wild card series. Swing and a miss, chased it out of the zone.
Well, don't expect too many more high fastballs. This is a good sinker ball pitcher, and sometimes they can make mistakes trying to pitch up in the zone. Look for him to stay down around the knees to be effective.
0-2 now. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. One down, base is empty. He swings and drives one out to deep left field. And that one is off the wall. Now he turns and heads for second. The relay, and he's safe. It's a wall ball double.
All over that one right there. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
One out, runner at second. And now for Seattle, Jorge Polanco. He's already homered here in this one. Fastball for a strike. It's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
And there's a foul ball. Suarez, the runner at second with one away. On the ground to first, and that's just foul.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
That missed by a lot. And the count 1-2. One out, and a runner at second, and we're in the top of the 8th. And a foul ball, he stays alive. That's off the inside corner. Now 2-2.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than to have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Line drive. A dive, and he can't haul it in. Coming home. He will score. Ball back in quickly. Runner holds at third.
Love how he became a really tough out with 2 strikes right there. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
One down, runner at third. Now it's the Mariners DH, Dominic Canzone. And that's outside, and that's ball 1. Runner on at third, 1 gone. That's inside.
He's getting a little frustrated out there on the mound, getting hit around a little bit. Let's see if he can settle himself down.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, that slider wasn't even close to the strike zone, and he got him to chase. That's just a bad approach right there. Either he was looking for something else and got completely fooled, or he was sitting all over the slider and just couldn't resist the temptation. But, man, really expanded right there and didn't have a chance of making contact with that pitch.
Now pitching for
Number 76 on to pitch here.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
And now the right fielder, Victor Robles.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
They say you win.
0-1.
Two outs. And ball 1. And that one popped in the air, left field. Carlson makes the play, and that'll do it. But they do get on the board in the inning on this run-scoring triple. It's now 8-3.
Just some whips we roll. Oh, always we know.
New pitcher for the Mariners, Gabe Spire.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
And now Kobe Mayo, 1 for 2.
The first baseman, Kobe Mayo.
That one in there across the letters. Spire is what you're looking for in a good reliever. The ball stays in the ballpark. It's so hard to square him up. And the lefty with the 0-1. Next offering misses down and away.
Yeah, he stays out of the middle and pitches either at the bottom or at the top on the edges. And because of that, if you do get it in the air, it's usually just a high fly ball. And when it's down in the zone, it's on the ground.
He's so consistent that the manager basically can look at it like he's got 3 outs sitting in his pocket. That shortens the game. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
When he takes the mound, you feel like, hey, this inning is wrapped or this ball game is over. He's just that good, and you can see it in opposing hitters as well.
And now 2-2.
They know when he comes in, pretty much forget about it. Kind of reminds me of Mariano Rivera.
Left field, way back there. Arozarena going back. Gone! So he goes yard to left. And they're chipping away. It's 8-4.
That swing just injected more drama into this one. I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
So next to hit for Baltimore, Dylan Carlson. That one at 95 missed up top, and that is ball one. Fastball in the inside corner for a strike. Action in the bullpen for Seattle. Luke Jackson getting ready to go. Ferguson getting cranked up as well. On the ground to short. Gets to it with a slide. To first. And it beats him. What a play.
Well, Boog, as an infielder, you have to be ready for anything. In that spot, it required going to the ground, getting a little dirty, and making a strong throw for the out. Great play.
Now it's the second baseman, Jackson Holliday. And the pitch is outside, ball one. Line drive, base hit. So a man aboard now with one away. Jordan Westburg, the next to hit for the Orioles.
Jordan Westburg.
And a breaking ball misses outside.
Now these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
Swing and a foul straight back.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
Swing and a line drive and a base hit up the middle. And they'll have runners at the corners after a one-out single.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Now pitching.
So out of the bullpen for the Mariners, Caleb Ferguson.
Caleb Ferguson.
Two on, one out. And next for the Orioles, Gunnar Henderson. Now one
Count
missed.
1-0.
Runners are at the corners, one away. Now 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
On the ground, could be 2. Over to first. Out number 2, and another run comes in. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Adley Rutschman. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout.
Here come the rally caps. It's late, but it's far from over.
the first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
0-1's the count.
Right through there for a strike.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
That one off the mark. Going to count 1-2. To the right side. He steps on the bag. They limit the damage here. So 2 runs on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors and 1 left on. We're on to the 9th in game 1. It's the Mariners 8 and the Orioles 5. And stepping in for the Mariners, J.P. Crawford. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. On the ground, right side. Gets it to first, and they get the leadoff man in the 9th.
Now batting, left fielder Randy Arozarena.
Randy Arozarena up next for the Mariners. And first offering is fouled off. One down, base is empty. And
One
now
ball,
1 and 2.
2 strikes.
And they'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Base hit.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Now, Cal Raleigh. And he dodges that fastball. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. That one's carrying, and that is gone. A 2-run shot, and they tack on to their lead. It's 10-5.
Already playing with the lead, and now they're celebrating a home run. They're having a great time out there. Took on the big part of the yard for that home run and just barely got it over the wall. I thought for a second he brought it back out there too. He gave it a great effort, but you know, those plays are so tough to pull off, and I'm sure he'd love to have another shot at it.
One out, base is empty. And up next for Seattle, Julio Rodriguez. First pitch misses.
1-0.
Pulls that one foul. clips the corner. 1-2.
And this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. And that's too high. Hard ground ball, base knock. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
The first baseman, number 12, Josh Naylor.
Now the Orioles manager is out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Number 76 out of the game, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break.
Now pitching for the
Cade
Orioles,
Stroud on the pitch out of the pen
number
here.
57.
At the plate, Josh Naylor. That one pushed foul, out of play off to the left. Yeah, that's fouled off. Hammer, base hit. And now two aboard.
Right there, does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
First and second, one out. Here's the third baseman, Eugenio Suarez.
Drove it off the wall last time, just missed out on a home run.
Nope.
And that is downstairs. And it's 1-0. Runners at first and second with one gone here in the late stages of game one. And another ball. Activity in the bullpen for Baltimore. Number 71 preparing to come on if needed. Out towards right center. That's well struck. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. One run is in. The relay to the plate. He beats it safe. 12-5 is our score.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there.
One out, runner at second. And here is Jorge Polanco.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
0-1.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, he didn't like those first two pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
Got him. Outside pitch got the better of him that time. So now the DH spot, Dominic Canzone.
Designated hitter, Dominic Canzone.
Inside, ball one.
Clearly didn't come out of his hand the right way. Left that curveball way up.
4 runs already in the frame here at the top of the ninth. swing and a high fly ball deep left field. That one back there, and that is a foul ball. Stays alive. The 1-2. Oh, great stop. From his knees, the throw. Nicely done for the out.
Well, that's cat-like reflexes over there at the hot corner. Nice job of making that play and ending the inning.
Luke Jackson gets the call from the pen. He has a great slider with tons of movement.
For Seattle.
And into the box for Baltimore, Dylan Beavers.
Jackson.
And that misses off the outside edge.
Nope.
Swing and a liner foul off to the right. Into center. Rodriguez racing after it. Makes the grab on the run. And there's one away.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Cowser batting with one down takes a strike. Right down to shoot, and it's 0-2.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger.
One ball.
And perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at bat to hit.
Up and in. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Fights it off. He'll see another. Hit hard on the ground to short. Toss to Naylor, and they're down to their last out.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Samuel.
Here's the designated hitter for the Orioles, Samuel Basallo. 0 for 3 in this one. Fastball for a strike. Right through there for a strike. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the last half of inning number 9. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And that'll do it. So the Seattle Mariners take game 1 of this wild card series. A huge win for them in hostile territory.
Yeah, Boo, they've still got their work cut out for them in this series, having to play on the road. But like you said, it's a huge win to jump ahead 1-0 in a short 3-game series. Just have to win one of the next 2 games to move on to the next round.
And on the home side of this one, obviously a disappointing result both for the team and the fans. But with home field advantage throughout, this series still has a lot up in the air. Well, Singy, it wasn't pretty, but here's another look at the final line.
Yeah, Boog, this one wasn't close. Not a lot of drama at the end either, and you just don't see a lot of blowouts in the postseason.
12-5 is your final. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Sciambi. Thanks for joining us.